expected.
Hello YouTube, this is Omid and here doing another zombie future DLC ideas video where I talk about ideas I have for future zombies DLC. So, it's continuing the vibe of taking stuff that's already in the game and applying it to zombies. I'm going to do a few bits of equipment. So, the first one is the Guardian. Now, I'm not saying that the actual Guardian that you see in multiplayer would be taken straight into zombies. But I mean, like, it's a buildable where you find some parts across the map and you build it up and you make a Guardian. An example of this would be, say, the sentry gun, where in the farmhouse in transit you took an RPD, a magazine, a lawnmower, and I think that's it, and then you put it down next to a turbine and you got a sentry gun. So, you know, you sort of get the equivalent where you get some parts, I don't know, some microwaves, a satellite dish, some batteries and a stand, put them together and you get a Guardian. Not sure if you need to power it up with a turbine. I mean, that was sort of what killed the sentry gun and the electric trap as viable tools, because you always had to put a Guardian next to it and it was just a huge faff, but you know, whatever you want. And so basically Guardian would act as it does in multiplayer, where any zombies are caught up to it, slow down, and then eventually they're killed. But obviously because it's zombies, they need something a bit more amazing, awesome, over the top. It would activate the effect of the wave gun from Moon, if you remember that. It was a microwave gun, you shot at it and then they exploded. However, because it's not in a low gravity environment, I'd like to see a slightly different animation for them exploding, where they don't float up into the air randomly before exploding. But then again, you know, it's Treyarch, so they'll probably just reuse the animation anyway. But yeah, so that's my idea. You know, have the Guardian as a tool. And I'm not sure how you could do it, where I guess it might need to recharge a few times. It could overheat, something like that, just to make it not too powerful, so you could sit in a corner with teammates and put down 4 Guardians and be safe forever. But you know, something like that. So then the next stuff is sort of based off the access kit idea from the campaign, where there's various stuff hidden around the map that you could unlock and get some extra weapons. Okay. Now obviously this would be a bit odd in zombies, so instead what my idea is, there's sort of hidden spots around the map that aren't openly obvious. You sort of have to know where they are or use other hints to find out where they are. But when you're there, you can either pay a certain amount to access them and get the kit inside for free, even though you don't know what it is, and what actually spawns in there changes each game. So say 750 points, 1,000, 3,000, whatever. Or there's the alternative, where if they reintroduce the hacker equipment from Moon into a map, you could use the hacker and slowly open it to get what's inside. So the first piece of equipment is the Mortar, and basically it works as it does in the campaign, where it's just a mortar shell, you prime it, you throw it at zombies, there's a huge amount of explosion, large blast radius, you know, all that kind of stuff. But to balance it out, it isn't replenished by a max ammo. So say you get 2 mortars, you throw it, that's it. Not sure if there's any more to it than that. Maybe it could be replenished by max ammo. Do you think it should be? I mean, I think it would be a bit too powerful to have these really powerful mortars as grenades, especially as you could probably kill yourself with them if you weren't being very careful. And unlimited ammo's a guaranteed way to make people not be careful with stuff. Then next is the Flak Jacket. Now in the campaign it reduces damage from explosions. Obviously that doesn't really make much sense in zombies, because zombies don't usually explode, except in transit and some of the special zombies, but we're going to assume Treyarch won't put those in. And instead, Flak Jacket gives you a small increase in health. Say it takes 1 more 2 hits to kill you, but it's a one-off impact. So when, say, you've taken those 3 hits that it might protect you against, it won't recover and you'll just lose the suit. Now, the final piece of equipment that I could realistically see in zombies, I mean, you can look at the campaign yourself and suggest any other ideas, but I looked through it and these are the only ones that I think would fit into zombies, is the bear trap. And basically, you know, it's one of those kind of trap things, and you can see from the footage behind you what it is. But basically you put it on the ground, and then when a zombie steps on it, it closes it on their legs, they fall over, and then obviously because it's zombies it has a different effect, where basically they turn around and then they rip their own leg off themselves and become a crawler then. Now this could be an interesting piece of equipment, because it would never kill a zombie no matter what the round is, but then it would be a guaranteed crawler, because with explosives you've always got the chance of blowing the arm off or just killing a zombie, whereas the bear trap would be a guaranteed way of not killing the zombie and making a crawler. And then there's also another combo, which is in the campaign. You can put a mortar shell in the bear trap to turn it into a landmine, and that could be interesting in zombies, where you take your bear traps and then you take your mortars and then you put them in the assembly crafting bench table, and then you create this landmine, and then that's like a permanent upgrade. So say you can either use the claymores on the map, or you can you can combine your bear trap and the mortar, sacrificing your ability to use both, but you end up with a landmine, which is effectively a claymore, which does more damage. Because as we know, Treyarch nerfed the claymore after transit, so it's less effective. It quick falls around 20. So maybe this combo would be a way to survive more into the later rounds. So as always, leave your opinions on my ideas in the comments, and feel free as always to post your own comments in the comments, which is where it should be. But post your own ideas, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, this has been Agent. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.